First, we're gonna start sitting down with our feet forward and separated the same width of our hips. Now our back has to be completely straight and our chest open. Our hands are going to be aligned to our hips and thighs. So from here we're gonna inhale and elevate our hips. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now from here we're gonna try to make space, bringing our shoulders backwards and push with your glutes as much as you can. Look up, keep your neck in a neutral position and down. Rest. Try to grab your feet or your legs forward. Now we're gonna repeat same pattern of movement. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Now you can make some space. We hold in there and down. Rest. All right, so another exercise we can be doing to gain some mobility with our wrist and get used to being in this position is by putting our hands all the way backwards, and we're gonna do spider walks all the way on one direction and then on the other direction. So in that way, our wrists also work and we gain some mobility over our shoulders. Now we're gonna repeat the same. Now we're gonna add a little pause when we are on the top position, okay? So let's go. Now, when you are in the top position, you should be feeling that your glutes are really making you lift your hips as much as you can. And you will see that with time, you will be able to reach a more parallel posture. If you still cannot open entirely your hips, that is not a problem. One more time. 1, 2, 3, one more. And 4. Another exercise that you can add, which is very similar, and is with our feet all together, and we're gonna inhale, extend our body or what we can, and stay here. Make space, separate your shoulders backwards, activate your glutes and your core, and stay there. Then dynamically we can change from the diagonal position to the tabletop position. For that you will need your feet just a little bit with a little separation. We start here and then we bend our knees. 1, keep your body tight. 2, this will give you some, improve your mobility on your arms, your shoulders. 3, 4, 'When you finish down, bring your back on the floor and now just massage your back, the one side and the other one. Bring both legs onto one side and then the other one. So we're gonna start by sitting down over our knees with them as separated as possible. This will begin to bring some tension to our lower body, and also we're gonna start feeling that our hips are going to release or relax just a little bit. If you cannot sit down like this too much, you can put something in the middle so you can sit down over, and with time you just take it off. Okay, so from here we're going to do some internal hips movements. So we're gonna bring your hips all the way backwards as much as we can, and then forward, back and forward. This internal hip rotation is going to allow us later some better mobility and lubricate the joints. Once we have done this for about 20 to 30 seconds, now we're going to place our hands forward and we're going to separate. We're going to bring, our feet out. Now we're going to separate a bit further our knees as much as we can here, and then slowly bring our forearms down. And we're gonna hold this position. Now I'm going to try to bring my body all the way back and forward, back and forward. So I bring my body backwards and forward, all as much as I can, all the way back and forward. Use your breathing to control the movement. Be very soft. Hold it there and then exhale, come forward. Then slowly you can use your hands to help you and separate your knees a little bit more if you feel it. Come back to this position where your forearms are on the ground. Try to bring your tailbone up and backward, and bring your body backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the position. Push with your elbows, your body backwards, keeping the position active and not passive. Release. When you release, you can just come to a more passive position and hold it as well. Now, we go one more time. Push all the way backwards, raise your tailbone up and forward, release. To finish, bring your hands as forward as possible and bring your head down. And just hold yourself in there, trying to bring your chest down to the floor as well. When you feel ready, now bring all your body down, bring your hips down, raise your feet together. Now try to place your hips on the ground. Push with your hips down to the floor. And bring them up and down. Grab your feet. Push them towards your body. Release. Standing over our knees, and we come and we put our hands over our heels and push with our hips as much as we can forward. Now, For some people, this can be very difficult. So let's break it down. Normally, we will start with Ardha Ustrasana. But I like to work it also in a dynamic way. So let's go. We're gonna start sitting down over our knees, and from here we're gonna inhale up, bend back and down. 1, 2, push with your hips as forward as possible. 3, use your glutes. 4, 5, 6, and hold. Come back. Now, similarly, we're going to make a circle with one hand only. Touch and come back. Then the other side, touch and come back. Now you see that I'm turning just a little bit here, so it's not a complete back bending. It also has a side torsion, but this will give you the mobility you need to get used to this position. Now, another way I like to work it is imagine that you are like a seaweed below the sea, and now you are going to make circles. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a deep inhalation here, and now we're going to go to Ardha Ustrasana. So one hand over one heel. Use your arm to push yourself as far away as possible. Use this hip also to push yourself far away. Contract your core so your belly doesn't go out but in at the same time, and your inner muscles are also working here. Now this arm can go up. And we're gonna hold it 10 to 15 or 20 seconds. Now try to bring your chest, instead of to the side here, try to bring it parallel, aligned with the floor. And then come all the way up. Now we're gonna do the other side, of course. So place the hand over the heel, lift the other one, and push. And come up. And now, if you feel ready, you can bring both hands over your heels. Hold it just for 10 or 15 seconds, not any longer. Come all the way up. And to finish, we're gonna come to the child pose.
Every time we do a back bending position, we have to do a reverse asana or position like the child pose to help us neutralize the effect or maybe the pain that we may feel when we do these positions. This will help the body to balance itself.